Hello everyone, I'm Solman. Today we are going to learn about if or when clause, but in Hangul there's no explicit then part. It is all implied in a sentence. The equivalent for if or when in Hangul is 면 or 하면. 면 or 하면. Let's take a look. In the previous episode, we already learned about 덥다 or 춥다. 덥다 is hot, 춥다 is cold. So 더우면 is a variation of 덥다, 더우면. You see the 면 over here. 찬물. 찬물 is a cold water. 찬 comes from 차다, root word. So 찬물 means cold water. And in season 1, we already learned about drinking, 마시다, or eating, 먹다. 마셔 comes from 마시다 root word, but when you say 마셔, it actually asking you to do something. This is a little bit of non-polite. 마셔 means almost like asking or sometimes suggesting or even ordering. So this is a very casual expression and do not use in a situation you need to be very polite. So if it is hot, which is 더우면, drink, 마셔, 마셔. Asking a person to drink, 마셔, 마셔. If it is hot, drink cold water. 더우면 찬물을 마셔. If you recall, 덥다 is used for hot weather, not for the hot thing. So in this case, 더우면 means if the weather is hot. Here the 을 is very important, and this is a tail character that actually makes the previous noun as a target or object. Drink what? You need to say 찬물을. So 찬물을 마셔 means drink cold water. 을 again is making the previous word, which is typically noun, as a target or a object to do something. So 을 is an object tail character. Okay, a similar case here with 춥다. 춥다 is a root word for cold. So when you say 추우면, 추우면 is a variation of 춥다 by adding the tail character 면. So it means if it is cold or if you feel cold, then 뜨거운, 뜨거운 is an adjective from root word 뜨겁다, 뜨겁다. 뜨거운 coffee means hot coffee. 뜨거운 coffee means hot coffee. Here we have a 를 character instead of 을. So 을 and 를, those two are basically the same thing, making the previous noun as an object or target. However, when you have a previous noun ending with no 받침, in this case coffee, of course there's no F sound in Korean, so we need to write coffee. The P has no 받침. Then instead of 을, we need to use 를 tail character. So instead of 커피을, we need to say 커피를, 커피를. 커피를 마셔, drink coffee, and 뜨거운 커피를 마셔 becomes drink hot coffee. We just learned that 마셔 is a non-polite casual form of asking somebody to drink. 마셔 is coming from 마시다. When you want to say in a polite manner, then you need to say 마셔요, 마셔요. Whenever you see a word in Hangul ending with 요, 시오 or 십시오, you can consider it as a polite expression. So 마셔요 is a polite way of asking to drink. So please drink can be an equivalent for that. 추우면 뜨거운 커피를 마셔요. If it's cold or when you feel cold, please drink hot coffee. When you are in a beer bar or in a restaurant and drinking beer with your friends casually, then you will probably say 마셔, 마셔, or 자, 마셔. 자 here is a filler word to make the following word more natural. So 자, 마셔 could be equivalent to let's drink, now drink, or everybody drink. 자, 마셔. Okay, we have looked at how 면 there character is used as if with an adjective. It can also mean when it's used with a verb. So adjective 면 or verb 면, something 다 or something 해라 is a typical pattern. Let's learn some new vocabularies. 일어나다. 일어나다 is a root word for wake up or stand up. 아침 is the morning. 아침에 means in the morning. Something에 is typically means in something or at something. Another new word is 상쾌하다. 상쾌하다 is an adjective root form. You say 상쾌하다 when you wake up in the morning or after you have a shower or when you finished your yoga exercise, for example. So 상쾌하다 means feel refreshed. Feel refreshed. Okay, we are ready to make a full sentence. 아침에 일어나면 means when wake up in the morning. So let's add subjective noun 나, 은은이가 는, 나는 아침에 일어나면 when I wake up in the morning, feel refreshed. 상쾌하다. In Hangul, you don't really repeat the subjective noun, in this case 나. So people do not say this way. 나는 아침에 일어나면 나는 상쾌하다. It's repetitive. So 나는 아침에 일어나면 상쾌하다 is enough. Or you can say 아침에 일어나면 나는 상쾌하다. When wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed. Of course, in English, you normally use I twice. In this case, when I wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed. So there is a subtle difference of using subjective noun in a sentence. Note that 일어나다 is a verb, so we can learn that 면 there character can be used for an adjective as well as a verb. So 아침에 일어나면 when wake up in the morning. Okay, let's build up some more vocabularies. Counterpart of 아침, morning is 저녁. 저녁 is evening. 오다 is a root word for come. So 오면 means if it comes. 피곤하다 is a root word for adjective feeling tired or being tired. Now we can build a sentence with 오면. When evening comes is 저녁이 오면. 저녁이 here E is E of 은는이가 so 저녁이 오면 when evening comes I feel tired. 나는 는 is also from 은는이가 나는 피곤하다. I feel tired. 나는 피곤하다. 저녁이 오면 나는 피곤하다. Another example of 면 using a verb. 공부하다 means to study. It's a root word for to study. So 공부하면 means if study or when study. Here we have a first example of adverb. 열심히 means hard. Hard as a doing hard or working hard, not soft and hard. So 열심히 공부하면 is if I study hard. So I is omitted again because when not stated specifically, then it's implied. 열심히 공부하면 if I study hard or 내가 열심히 공부하면 if I study hard. 한국말 is Korean language. So 한국말을 is becoming a target word or objective word. Do you remember that 을 or 를 makes the previous noun as a target or object? So 한국말을. Since 한국말 ends with 받침 real, 말 has a real 받침, therefore we use 을 instead of 를. 할 수 있다. 할 수 있다 means can do. Here we have another adverb for well, which is 잘. You will hear a lot of 잘. 잘 means well. 잘 할 수 있다 means can do well. Note that you can say can speak well, but in Korean, typically 잘하다 can be used as a wild card. So instead of saying 한국말을 잘 말할 수 있다. 말하다 means to speak. However, the way to say that is 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. 말을 잘할 수 있다 means can speak well. We simply say 잘할 수 있다, can do well. Because 한국말을 is a target word, so it's implied that what you can do well, of course, 한국말. So 한국말을 잘할 수 있다 can be literally translated into English as can do Korean well. Do Korean is implied meaning of speak Korean. I can speak Korean well. 나는 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. If I study hard, 열심히 공부하면 I can speak Korean well. 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. If you want to emphasize who part, I can speak Korean well, then 나는 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. If you want to say you can speak Korean well, then 너는 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. If you want to say you guys can speak Korean well, 너희들은 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. 나, 너, 우리, 너희 were all covered in season 1. 우리들은 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. 우리들은 한국말을 잘할 수 있다. We can speak Korean well. Here is another important word ending with 면. 그렇다면, 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 which means if so. 그렇다 is so or yes or something like that. So 그렇다면 means if so. If so, I am happy. 그렇다면 나는 I am happy. 행복해. 행복해 comes from the root word adjective 행복하다. So 행복해 is a casual expression meaning I am happy or just being happy.